The destruction, the harmony, and the nihility are 3 of 4 paths that are going to lead the cosmos to its end. However, there is a 4th path that is going to lead the cosmos to its end. So what is it? This is what we are going to discuss today, and I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now, before we start, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And without any further ado, let's just get started. So during the version 3.6 story, we get to learn from both Lygus and Kafka that there are 4 paths that are going to lead the cosmos to its end. And that is basically according to the prophecy that Terminus had, the Aeon of Finality. So these 4 paths are, according to Kafka, the destruction, the nihility, the harmony, and the 4th path that we don't get the name of. So when it comes to the destruction, it's obvious. It is destruction, so it is going to destroy the entire universe. It is going to destroy the cosmos. So that's why it is one of them. When it comes to the nihility, it's also obvious. When you have everything nihilistic and there is no point of having or doing anything, then that means that the end of that path is going to be destruction. Everything is going to be destroyed because there is no point of having anything, there is no point of doing anything, and therefore you are going to destroy yourself. So these 2 paths makes a lot of sense. However, the path that doesn't make sense to be there is harmony. Harmony is supposed to be basically the path that balances between everything. It balances between the good, the bad, the nihility, the love, the protection. Everything should be balanced. Nothing should be overflowing. And therefore, it doesn't make a lot of sense to be one of the paths that is going to lead the cosmos to its end. But we will see what they are going to do basically to make it make sense, since usually it's always the one that doesn't make sense to be basically the one that will destroy the cosmos ends up to be the one that will destroy the cosmos. And with this information in mind, I can tell you that Ana was the correct one, Xipe was the wrong one, and we should have had Ana swallowing or absorbing basically Xipe instead of the opposite. But either way, this is not the topic of this video. The topic of this video is the 4th path that we are going to talk about. So the 4th path, in my opinion, is obviously the remembrance, because it is very clear that the remembrance path is not a good path. Fully is not a good Aeon. It's an Aeon that wants basically to do whatever it takes to register anything in this universe, even if that means that the universe itself is going to be destroyed. And that's why they took basically the side of destruction on Amphoreus, because they wanted to register everything that is going to happen once basically Iron Tomb is awakened and destroys the erudition. So that's why they basically sided with the destruction, and it's a clear sign from the Garden of Recollection that they don't stand on the right side, they stand only on their own side. Whichever people there are there that are going to be basically on their side, they will stand on these people's side. And if it means that it is the Trailblazer, they are going to stand there. If it means that it is Nanook, they will stand there. If it is basically anyone else, the IPC, they will stand there. It doesn't matter, as long as it means that their own agenda is going to be basically processed and moving forward. That means that they are going to stand on that side. So that's why they gazed on Amphoreus. They didn't gaze on Amphoreus to help us, they gazed there to advance their own agenda. Either way, I think that Evernight also said the fact that they are standing basically on the destruction side, because that would mean that Fully will be able to devour basically the erudition and be able to do the exact same thing that Xipe did basically to Ana where basically Fully is going to devour Noose, and that would make the two paths basically emerge and become one path, which is basically the Remembrance. So that is another reason for why the Remembrance path is definitely one of the paths that is going basically to lead the cosmos to its end. It's clear that the Memo Snatchers and even the Garden of Recollection as a whole is not actually a place where people are basically gathering to just record memories. They are actually recording it at any price at all, and they aren't doing it for pure reasons. They are doing it basically for very bad reasons, and this is another reason for why Evernight has so much hatred towards them, and she basically kills or pretty much removes every single memetic entity that comes in its way or in her way, basically immediately from existence, except for Black Swan. And the reason is that when she sensed basically Black Swan's longing for memories, it was clear to her that it was still a pure one. It wasn't as evil as the Garden of Recollection's reason, and therefore she didn't want to kill basically Black Swan. However, she did say that she wanted to take her body because it was a very beautiful body, and she was basically a very useful tool for her, but that is beyond the point. She didn't want to immediately kill basically Black Swan because of the fact that her reason was still a pure reason, unlike the Garden of Recollection. And that also means that basically Black Swan is standing right now against the Garden of Recollection, which is pretty interesting, because does that mean that she is pretty much against her own people right now? And will that affect the fact that she is a memo keeper or not? I don't think that it will, because usually Aeons are basically beyond telling people that you can't do this or you can do this. They are just basically going to grant you the power as long as you are doing what they usually like to do. So as long as Black Swan is recording memories and is sparing memories, I think that basically Fully is not going to stand against her, because of the fact that she is still doing what she is meant to do. But either way, this is my opinion about it. I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And until next time, see you as always in the next video.